Seniors. 5 reasons your legs are getting weaker after 60. For many individuals stepping into their golden years, the sensation of legs feeling progressively weaker, unexpectedly shaky, or unusually tired has become an unwelcome reality. The simple acts of navigating a flight of stairs, standing comfortably during a social gathering, or even rising from a favorite armchair can transform into daunting challenges. This widespread experience often leads to the mistaken belief that diminishing leg strength is merely an unavoidable, albeit inconvenient, consequence of aging. However, it's crucial to understand a more profound truth. Weakening legs are far more than a normal part of growing older. They serve as a critical warning signal from your body, indicating a potential loss of vital strength, compromised circulatory health, or even an insufficiency of essential nutrients required for optimal function. Ignoring these persistent signs carries significant risks, potentially escalating into dangerous falls that can lead to severe injuries, a devastating loss of personal independence and mobility, and in some unfortunate cases, even life-threatening complications that profoundly impact overall well-being and longevity. Yet, there is a powerful message of hope and empowerment. Once you acquire a clear understanding of the often hidden underlying causes contributing to this decline in leg strength, you are equipped to implement straightforward, actionable steps designed to meticulously rebuild your physical resilience, restore lost vigor, and confidently reclaim your ability to move through life with stability and purpose. Let us now embark on a comprehensive exploration to uncover the 5 most significant and frequently overlooked reasons behind the gradual weakening of your legs, and more importantly, delve into effective, evidence-based strategies to address and correct them proactively, long before the situation becomes irreversible. It is important to emphasize that all information provided herein is intended solely for general educational purposes and should never be construed or relied upon as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment from a qualified healthcare provider. Our journey begins with what is often observed as the 5th significant factor contributing to diminished leg strength, the insidious process of muscle loss, medically known as sarcopenia. As we navigate the journey of life, our muscles, much like other tissues, naturally undergo a process of gradual decline and shrinkage. This physiological phenomenon, specifically termed sarcopenia, surprisingly doesn't wait for old age to commence. Its subtle beginnings can be traced as early as our 3rd decade of life, often going unnoticed. However, the period after 60 marks a particularly critical acceleration phase for this muscle wasting. If proactive measures are not consistently integrated into one's lifestyle to counteract this natural progression, the consequences can be stark. An individual could potentially experience the loss of an alarming proportion, up to 30% of their total muscle mass by the time they reach their 80s. This substantial and progressive reduction in muscle volume and quality directly translates into a significant weakening of the legs, rendering a multitude of everyday activities surprisingly arduous and energy-consuming. Tasks that were once performed without a second thought, such as standing up from a low chair without assistance, covering moderate to long distances on foot, or ascending a simple flight of stairs, suddenly feel immensely difficult, demanding disproportionate effort and often leading to premature fatigue. The telltale signs of sarcopenia extend beyond mere difficulty. They can manifest as a noticeable thinning of the thighs and calves, a persistent and often unexplained feeling of heaviness or sluggishness in the legs, and a pervasive sense of fatigue that sets in rapidly even after only a relatively short period of walking or light activity. However, the encouraging news is that sarcopenia is not an irreversible fate. Its progression can be effectively slowed, and in many cases, even partially reversed through dedicated and consistent effort. The key lies in deliberately incorporating simple yet highly effective strength training exercises into your daily routine. Activities like chair squats, which can be modified for various fitness levels, leg lifts performed while seated or lying down, and resistance band exercises, offering versatile and adjustable resistance, are powerful tools that can stimulate muscle protein synthesis and actively rebuild lost muscle tissue. Beyond exercise, nutritional support is paramount. Adequate protein intake is absolutely essential, as protein provides the fundamental amino acid building blocks for muscle repair and growth. Aim for a diet rich in lean protein sources such as chicken breast, turkey, fish, eggs, various dairy products, a diverse array of nuts, and legumes like lentils and beans. These choices provide the necessary fuel to support muscle repair, regeneration, and hypertrophy. Furthermore, the importance of consistent movement, even if seemingly minimal, cannot be overstated. Engaging in just 10 to 15 minutes of walking daily, whether outdoors or simply around your home, plays a crucial role in keeping your leg muscles actively engaged, stimulated, and fundamentally strong, thereby combating the sedentary effects that exacerbate muscle loss. Moving on, the fourth critical reason frequently observed for weakening legs is directly linked to suboptimal blood flow, a condition often indicative of peripheral artery disease, or PAD. Have you ever experienced a persistent sensation of coldness, numbness, or a deep, aching cramp in your legs, especially when you're walking or physically active? These symptoms could be a significant indicator of compromised circulation, a common affliction where the arteries responsible for delivering oxygen-rich blood to the limbs become narrowed and hardened due to the insidious buildup of plaque, a process known as atherosclerosis. This reduction in blood flow means that your leg muscles are not receiving an adequate supply of oxygen and essential nutrients. Consequently, they become profoundly weak, tire out much more rapidly than normal, and are highly prone to painful cramping, a condition known as intermittent claudication. In more severe and advanced stages of PAD, the consequences can be particularly grave, leading to chronic non-healing wounds, persistent skin ulcers, or even infections that are difficult to treat, occasionally necessitating amputation if circulation is critically impaired. If your legs frequently feel heavy, swollen, or exhibit a tingling sensation after prolonged periods of standing, or if you consistently experience pain in your calves that characteristically improves when you sit down and rest, these are strong signals that your circulatory system, specifically in your lower extremities, may be severely compromised and warrants immediate attention. To proactively boost and optimize blood flow, daily walking is an exceptionally effective strategy, even if it initially means short strolls around your home. Regular movement encourages the formation of new collateral blood vessels, essentially creating bypass routes around blocked arteries. Staying adequately hydrated is equally crucial. Drinking plenty of water helps maintain optimal blood viscosity, making it easier for your heart to pump blood throughout your body and reducing the risk of clot formation. Simultaneously, reducing your salt intake can significantly help prevent fluid retention and swelling, which can further impede circulation. Adjunctive strategies such as warm foot soaks, gentle leg massages, and periodically elevating your legs above heart level can also provide temporary relief and support improved blood flow. However, it is imperative to consult your doctor if these symptoms persist or worsen, as untreated PAD not only severely impacts leg health, but also significantly increases your overall risk of developing more widespread and life-threatening cardiovascular events, including heart disease and strokes. The third frequently identified culprit behind diminished leg strength is nerve damage, specifically peripheral neuropathy. Have you ever noticed your legs or feet experiencing peculiar sensations, such as persistent tingling, numbness that feels like pins and needles, or a distinct burning sensation? Does it sometimes feel as though you are walking on a soft, unsupportive sponge, lacking proper ground feedback? These disconcerting symptoms could very well be indicative of nerve damage, a condition broadly referred to as peripheral neuropathy. This widespread neurological disorder affects a substantial portion of the senior population, impacting nearly 1 in 3 individuals aged 60 and above, with a particularly high prevalence among those managing diabetes or suffering from specific vitamin deficiencies. Over extended periods, persistently high blood sugar levels, characteristic of uncontrolled diabetes, progressively damage the delicate nerve fibers and the small blood vessels that supply them, leading to widespread nerve dysfunction. Simultaneously, inadequate levels of vitamin B12, a nutrient absolutely vital for maintaining optimal nerve health and the integrity of the myelin sheath that insulates nerves, can also precipitate significant leg weakness and sensory disturbances. The longer peripheral neuropathy remains undiagnosed and untreated, the more extensive and irreversible the nerve damage can become, manifesting in a cascade of increasingly severe symptoms. These can include profound balance issues due to impaired proprioception, the body's sense of its position in space, a heightened risk of dangerous falls, and even a complete loss of protective sensation, which can lead to undetected injuries and complications in the feet. To safeguard your precious nerve health and mitigate the progression of neuropathy, proactive management is key. Meticulously monitoring and maintaining stable blood sugar levels through diet, exercise, and medication, if prescribed, is paramount for individuals with diabetes. Additionally, adopting a diet rich in vitamin B12, encompassing foods such as eggs, various dairy products, lean meats, and fortified cereals, is essential. Conversely, it is wise to avoid excessive alcohol consumption, as alcohol is a known neurotoxin that can exacerbate existing nerve damage and symptoms. Gentle leg and foot massages, while not a cure, can offer a degree of comfort by improving local circulation and potentially stimulating nerve function, temporarily reducing discomfort. Critically, if you notice any ongoing numbness, persistent tingling, or unexplained weakness in your legs or feet, it is vital not to dismiss these signs. Promptly schedule a consultation with your doctor for thorough testing and an accurate diagnosis, which is the first step towards appropriate treatment and management strategies. Delving into the second crucial reason for leg weakness, many individuals may not immediately grasp the profound connection between their lower back and the strength and stability of their legs. However, your lower back plays an exceptionally pivotal and often underestimated role in supporting the entire structure of your body and ensuring the optimal functioning of your lower limbs. A range of spinal problems, such as a herniated or bulging disc, the narrowing of the spinal canal known as spinal stenosis, or even the cumulative effects of long-term poor posture, can exert undue pressure or directly pinch the sensitive nerves that originate in your spine and extend down into your legs. This compression or impingement of neural pathways can manifest as debilitating weakness, persistent pain that can radiate intensely, or even sudden, alarming collapses in your legs, severely compromising your mobility and safety. The hallmark symptoms of leg weakness stemming from spinal issues are often quite distinctive. These can include a sharp or dull pain that originates in your lower back and travels down one or both legs, frequently following the path of the sciatic nerve, a condition commonly known as sciatica. You might also experience numbness or a peculiar pins and needles sensation in your feet, or a distinct feeling that one leg is noticeably weaker or less coordinated than the other. If these descriptions resonate with your experiences, incorporating gentle back stretches into your daily routine can provide significant relief and support spinal health. Effective stretches include the knee-to-chest stretch, which gently decompresses the lower spine, and seated spinal twists, which improve spinal flexibility. It is equally important to consciously avoid prolonged periods of sitting, as this posture places considerable and sustained pressure on the lumbar spine and its delicate discs, potentially exacerbating nerve compression. If your work or lifestyle necessitates extended periods of sitting, utilizing a lumbar support cushion to maintain the spine's natural curve is highly recommended, and making a conscious effort to stand up, stretch, and move around every 30 minutes can significantly alleviate spinal strain and improve blood flow. Ultimately, nurturing and actively maintaining a healthy, flexible, and well-supported spine is absolutely paramount to preserving and enhancing the strength, sensation, and overall function of your legs for years to come. Finally, we arrive at the first and often overlooked primary reason for unexplained leg weakness and discomfort: an electrolyte imbalance, specifically deficiencies in crucial minerals like magnesium and potassium. Have you ever been abruptly awakened in the middle of the night by an excruciatingly painful leg cramp, often referred to as a Charlie horse, or experienced your legs feeling inexplicably shaky or weak out of nowhere? These sudden and distressing sensations are frequently direct indicators of an imbalance or insufficient supply of key minerals that are absolutely essential for the proper and efficient functioning of your muscles and nerves. Potassium, for instance, plays a critical role in maintaining cellular fluid balance, facilitating nerve impulses, and orchestrating smooth muscle contractions. Low levels of potassium, a condition known as hypokalemia, can lead to a cascade of symptoms, including profound muscle spasms, generalized weakness, and even potentially dangerous irregular heartbeats. Similarly, magnesium is an indispensable mineral involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions throughout the body, playing a crucial role in muscle relaxation, nerve transmission, and cellular energy production. A deficiency in magnesium, or hypomagnesemia, can manifest as bothersome muscle twitching, tremors, pervasive fatigue, and even heightened anxiety and sleep disturbances. These vital mineral deficiencies often arise due to a variety of factors, including chronic dehydration, where the body loses more fluids and electrolytes than it takes in, the use of certain medications such as diuretics, which can deplete minerals, or simply not consuming enough mineral-rich foods as part of a balanced diet. To effectively restore and maintain a healthy electrolyte balance, a targeted dietary approach is highly effective. Increase your intake of potassium-rich foods like bananas, oranges, nutrient-dense spinach, sweet potatoes, avocados, and various beans. For magnesium, prioritize foods such as almonds, dark chocolate in moderation, whole grains, black beans, leafy green vegetables, seeds, and nuts. Concurrently, it is paramount to ensure you drink plenty of water throughout the day, as even mild dehydration can significantly worsen these deficiencies by concentrating existing electrolytes and hindering their optimal function. If you frequently suffer from bothersome leg cramps, incorporating a warm Epsom salt bath before bed can offer remarkable relief. The magnesium in Epsom salts is absorbed transdermally through the skin, acting as a natural muscle relaxant that can effectively prevent or alleviate nighttime cramps, promoting more restful sleep. If symptoms persist or are severe, particularly if you are on medications that affect electrolyte levels, consulting your doctor for blood tests to confirm any deficiencies and discuss appropriate supplementation or dietary adjustments is a prudent step. In conclusion, the presence of weak legs is far from being a mere inconvenience or an inevitable consequence of advancing age. It is, unequivocally, a significant warning sign that your body is urgently signaling a need for attention and proactive care. Whether the underlying cause stems from the natural yet manageable progression of muscle loss, sarcopenia, compromised blood flow due to poor circulation, peripheral artery disease, insidious nerve damage, peripheral neuropathy, structural issues within the spine, such as sciatica or herniated discs, or a subtle yet impactful electrolyte imbalance, the encouraging truth is that there are often simple, accessible, and natural solutions available to help you effectively regain lost strength and vitality. The most crucial step is to take action today, rather than deferring it until the situation becomes more challenging or irreversible. Integrate consistent daily exercise into your routine. Even a mere 5 minutes of focused movement can initiate a positive cascade of benefits and make a tangible difference over time. Prioritize a diet rich in protein and other essential nutrients to actively rebuild and sustain muscle mass and overall bodily function. Make a conscious effort to increase your daily water intake and focus on balancing your key minerals to prevent dehydration and electrolyte-related weakness. Regularly assess and correct your posture and attend to your spinal health to safeguard against nerve impingement and related issues. And fundamentally, walk every single day to dramatically improve circulation, strengthen your leg muscles, and prevent the onset of debilitating leg fatigue. Do not wait until these symptoms progress and limit your quality of life. Begin your journey towards stronger, healthier legs now. If you found this comprehensive information insightful and beneficial, we encourage you to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more valuable health insights, and most importantly, share it with someone in your life who could significantly benefit from having stronger, healthier legs and a renewed sense of confidence. We also invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below, letting us know which of these often surprising reasons for leg weakness resonated most with you or which one provided the most unexpected revelation.